What is it about nature that you think makes it so appealing? How is nature able to influence the lives of so many people out there? Why do millions of people from all around the world travel for thousands of miles like flocks or herds just to get to that nature spot, just to get to that nature scenery? Why do we choose to go through all of the challenges and the difficulties of traveling, of hiking, of climbing, of diving, just to get to that spot, just to secure a slightly better view? What is it about nature that makes it that influencing? Well, there are many reasons for that, but I believe that the main reason for that is that nature is able to express a level of truth unlike anything else. Nature is able to express a level of chaotic truth unlike anything else that we as humans are unable to express due to fear of judgment, fear of embarrassment, fear of standing out, fear of missing out, in general, fear of not abiding by the social constructs that are so deeply embedded into us, and that by exposing ourselves to that nature, to these energies of nature, we are able to feel on some level, we sense that kind of truth, and it resonates so deeply with us. It feels so good because it gets us closer, it connects us with our own truth. Look at this beauty. Look at these mountains, and to think that these were formed by what we call a natural catastrophe or a natural disaster. Because if not for the earthquakes, the tectonic plates movement that caused the earthquakes or tsunamis, these would not have formed. Some of us go into nature for the challenge we all know it offers, but some of us actually go into nature for the silence and calmness in which your mind is the quietest, as proven. The more time you spend in nature, the quieter your mind gets. But I think it's all related to us trying to get closer to our truth, trying to connect deeper with ourselves, with our true selves. Because at the end of the day, I do not believe that sleeping, eating, stressing, rotting in a 9-to-5 and repeating was the way we are meant to live to begin with. But we have gotten so used to it because it is perhaps the safest, the most convenient, and it's also the familiar. To us, it's simply the familiar. It is what everyone else is doing. So I believe we have grown accustomed to being led by our survival, and we value our comfort over anything else, to the extent that we shy away from the least bit of chaos. We turn around and run away in the face of some inconvenience or in the face of some uncertainty. And amidst all of this, while this all is happening, while we are doing all of this, we are slowly but surely learning to also shut our truth and silence those dreams or callings that have been yearning deep within us. And I think this is our greatest weakness as humans, because there is no bigger loss than the loss of the self. There's no bigger loss than the loss of one's own truth. Over a year ago now, I have given into fear. I gave into the biggest social construct of all, the 9 to 5, the safe haven. Against all of my natural or inner inclinations, intentions, and intuition, I felt as if I was compelled to give into that. But even internally, I kind of yielded. One loss after the other, one hit after the other from life, because I've resisted for too long. I've resisted the 9 to 5 for too long, for almost a decade since I graduated from college in 2018. I've resisted to give in to that, throughout which I was exploring or trying several creative outlets, several creative ways to live or to make a living, in which all caused me so much struggle and losses and suffering. And so when I got this opportunity, a very good one at it, I did what any sane person would do, or rather what any compliant person would do, and I gave into it. I went for it, thinking that this could be my salvation, that this could finally offer me some peace. But little did I know that this would starve my soul more than any suffering or struggling or misery I've previously been through. Although it was not a struggle, it is not a struggle, it has no suffering, it's rather very convenient and it's very comfortable, and it offers very good standard of life, yet it starves the soul. And the more time you spend, the further you start getting from your own truth. You start forgetting your own truth, and you start forgetting your own dreams. And you get caught into this very meticulously formulated web. And suddenly you find yourself stuck there forever. And that to me is a greater loss. That to me is a greater pain than the pain of the struggling or the suffering that I've previously been through. Because the struggling or those failed attempts I had previously, were they really suffering? Were they really failures? They were not, because at least they were done in meaning, they were done in purpose. They were perhaps the lessons I needed on my path to get to my own truth, to get to the calling that's been yearning deep within me. So whether really I should have considered them as failures or losses or struggles, that depended on my capabilities at the time. But nature revealed something to me. I mean, look at nature, observe nature, ponder over the influence nature have over the lives of millions of people all around the world, and of course over its own terrain, so over its own self. Ponder over that. See how many people around the world are influenced by nature, how many people from around the world herd and flock to nature spots, travel thousands of miles just to get to this view or to this spot. And nature has a rather very specific trait, and that it expresses its truth relentlessly. Nature does not hold back. Nature is very chaotic if you really observe. Nature just let it all out, regardless of how others might perceive it, regardless of the consequences, regardless of how it might affect the lives of millions of people. It just let it all out, regardless of the consequences. And look at the effect of that. If it's not for the movements of tectonic plates underground, which causes faults in Earth's structure and causes earthquakes, some of the best mountains and summits we have, some of the most beautiful mountains we have, would have not formed. Sweet water aquifers beneath our feet would not have formed. If it's not for floods, for example, some of the most breathtaking greenery and vegetation would not have formed, so on and so forth. And so the lesson here is that beauty, influence, power arises from chaos, arises rather from chaotically expressing your truth, relentlessly expressing your truth. Not running away from chaos, not running away from some inconvenience or some uncertainties, but rather expressing your own truth relentlessly. And that revealed to me, that made me question whether all of my previous attempts were actually really attempts, because damn, I was holding back. I knew it all along, but I didn't have it in me to go all out. I didn't have it in me to just throw the towel or throw whatever at the end of the rope. I cared about the consequences so much. I cared how this would affect those around me. I cared how it might hurt those who love me. And so whenever I went in and I took a bold step, it was not really all in. It was not really giving it my all. I was really holding back. I was really considering all of these, calculating all of these losses that might occur, and accordingly I was acting or saying. And the point here is that this might have been what caused the failure. This might have been what delayed it, rather, so that I may learn the lessons along the path that I cannot continue doing this. Because as long as you continue doing that, you're not gonna get what you want out of life. You're not gonna get those things that have been yearning deep within you. And my question to you is, when was the last time you actually went all in for something, regardless of the consequences? When did you chaotically express your truth without holding back, with no regards to the consequences, just giving it as it is? Whether it is something you want to say, you wanted to say, but you held back due to your fear of embarrassment or fear of being judged in a specific way, or whether it's, so this is on the smaller scales, or whether it's if you wanted to do something, leave something behind, but you resisted it due to your fear of loss or fear of the consequences that might arise. Although you knew deep down you were called to do that. And when we are called to do something, no matter what our weak, limited minds might think could be the consequences, that this could occur in such a failure, that this could cause such a loss, This is all simply in our minds. Because when you are pursuing your truth relentlessly, things do not go wrong. Things have a tendency to end up going your way, end up working out magically, perfectly, in a way you did not imagine. And this is the magic of expressing your truth. When you express your truth, the more you express your inner truth, the more influential you are. The more influence you have over others, but of course yourself, your own life, the more life tends to bend to your will in reaction to your bold moves, in reaction to your bold expression of truth. Just like nature, just like how it influences us and it influences its own terrain, and it creates all of this beauty. Because it simply is. It is simply being. It does not calculate. It does not consider. It bees what it's prone to be. And when you do that, you get what you want. You create magically. You are closely connected with yourself, with your deeper, truer self. But when you're always giving it half-assed movements or actions, when you're always holding back, life have a tendency to turn around and smack you on your face for a wake-up call that this is not, telling you this is not how it's going to work out, this is not how you create this is not how you get this. So ask yourself, when was the last time you genuinely, relentlessly expressed your truth, my loved ones? Because that's what makes sense in life. That's what works in life. That's what gives you meaning in life. And the opposite just throws you down the path of hating yourself and depression. The very same familiarity, convenience, safety, and comfort we so dearly hold on end up choking us and giving us all of these diseases and depression, and then we hate ourselves and our lives for something that we did to ourselves, something that we chose to be and have consciously. So don't hold back, no matter what.